Hello, this is Wednesday. I have no clue of the date. Isolation protocol, some number I don't know. The heat has been absolutely miserable. And now with the weird hot, dry thunderstorm that we had, actually we had a short blast of rain in a few places, but it only lasted a few seconds. The thunder and lightning lasted hours. But it caused lots of fires. And fires, of course, cause smoke. There is no wind because the speedy air that caused the thunderstorms was up above this really hot layer that is now being pressed down. Oh, there's a fly on me. That's being pressed down on us, so it is hot, it is dry, and it is smoky. The smoke is also being held down by the layers of air. So yeah, the weather report for the last couple of days has listed the expected temperature, and where it normally says sunny, partly cloudy, rain, it just says smoke. So yeah, I just went to pick up some prescriptions. I love the way that my medical provider does that. Thank you, Kaiser. They do curbside pickup, so they called me this morning, said your prescriptions are due for refill. And I said, yes, please. And they said, what time do you want to pick them up? I said, how about 2 o'clock? Because that gave me 2 hours to shower and get some clean clothes on and drive up there. So I did that. Got there at 2 minutes to 2, and within a minute or so they were out and handed me my prescription. So that was such a wonderful service. So then I went over to the grocery store to pick up a few things because my house has got not much in it. Put on a face mask to go into the grocery store, and between the smoke, which has been causing me all kinds of breathing issues, and then trying to breathe through a mask, dang that fly. I love it when I get sweaty. They just sit there and crawl on my arms. Anyhow, yeah, I put the mask on, and by the time I got one leg outside of the car, I was having a massive asthma attack. So bad that a nurse walking by said, are you okay? I'm a nurse. Do you need help? And I used my inhalers and took the mask off, of course, used my inhalers, and from about 10, 15 feet away, basically from one row of parked cars to the next row of cars, she was talking to me and making sure I could answer, and she said, as long as you can answer, I know you're still breathing okay. So yeah, she stood there for about 10 minutes until the inhalers worked. She said, you can use 4 and so on and so forth. So yeah, yep, I know all that. So I just went home, no groceries, got a couple of cans of soup, half a loaf of bread. Oh, my eyes are so red. The smoke is really just killing me here. I was coughing so much all night because of the smoke that this morning when my sister called me, she called me about 5 times, like I was going to be better from, 5 minutes later. I sounded like Darth Vader between the wheezing and the really deep voice from coughing so much. But yeah. So real quick, too hot to do much writing, too hot to really do much reading. Did just barely a little bit of crocheting. I'm doing the triangle stitch along with Seta. It's a bunch of corner to corner triangles that are then sewn together. We can hold this up here. So this is the right angle here. This is the diagonal that you're doing corner to corner. These edges are sewn together. Let's see, I got another one here. This is not going to be easy to do in the car. They're sewn together like so. And I like the way that the stripes, of course, don't line up, so that's the biggest reason for doing it like that. The corners, the triangles are made separately so that you can arrange them to be a nice, pleasing look, and then sew them together. I have a lot of quilt designs that use triangles, right-angle triangles like that. So I was looking at some of the quilt designs and trying to figure out what would be a good layout. So I'm having fun with that. The yarn is I bought it on clearance a long time ago, so I have no clue if it's even still available. Premier Sweet Roll. It is 100% acrylic, number 4 weight, 245 yards or 224 meters, 5 ounces, 140 grams. I got almost 4 of these triangles. I might have made, if I'd made the triangles one row smaller, I think I would have been able to get 4 without any problem. But I love the way that the yarn, let me get a super close up here, each color, the pink is not quite as bright as it shows up in my video here. It's actually pink with blue, and the yellow ends up making it kind of orange. And then on the blue part, it's not showing up here, but in person you can see the pink and yellow, which makes sort of purple and green spots on it. But on the yellow you can definitely see the other 2 colors are in there. So it is turning out really pretty. And oh my gosh, so squishy, soft, and way too hot to use. So, let's see, what else? Because one of the fires is affecting some farmland, ranches and stuff with a lot of livestock, in an area of the county where my daughter is in animal control. They are setting up an evacuation center for livestock at the county fairgrounds, which is, Alameda County is basically shaped like a big triangle. And let me use this triangle to demonstrate here. Yep, okay. So it's probably backwards to you, but yeah, there's where we live. There's South County, there's where the fire is, there's where the fairground is. So it's a long distance away. It's a very large county, very rural, and there are a couple of cities, very large towns, small cities, I guess, a couple of freeways, a couple of huge shopping malls in between where the fire is and where the fairgrounds are. So there is no way that the fire is going to be able to go through that much area. Mainly because it's, grasslands that have been built up. So there's not a heck of a lot of trees, and it's the trees that help spread the fire real fast. I mean, the fire moves fast through grass, but when you've built it up, freeways and stuff, they're effective fire blocks for grass fires. Not so much when lots of trees are involved, because the trees can send, the flames can jump across roads and stuff going from tree to tree very easily. But when you're going from, grass to grass, it's not so bad. So the fairgrounds are a safe area for them to put all of the evacuated animals. So, yeah, my daughter's now working suddenly at 4 o'clock. She's now working 24-hour shifts. So she's got to show back up at 2 o'clock in the morning to cover the phone banks, or the phone banks, one phone, to cover the phone in case people call and ask where they can evacuate their animals to. And she will give them the information. So, yeah. So she was also exposed to the virus, so working alone in the shelter is helping me be not quite so nervous. I've been really worried about that because a coworker that she works very close with, as in they can reach out and touch each other all the time, unless they're shoveling poop from the kennels. That's how close they work. So that coworker just tested positive yesterday morning. So yeah, it's very, very nerve-wracking. Anything else? On the plus side, because basically all she has to do is man the phones and keep the lights out so that in the animal areas so that the animals will sleep overnight. Hopefully she will be able to read through the draft of Girl Unseen and make any comments that I need to fix before I send it off to my editor, who is a little bit behind on her other editing jobs, so I'm not worried about getting my story a little bit late. So yeah. I'm still having a really hard time breathing, so I hope this doesn't sound too bad. Take care of each other, be nice, all that fun stuff, and hopefully I will be able to upload this directly from my cell phone because I've been having problems doing that in the past. So, bye.